Thompson now waiting, left side, good pump fake, dribble drive by Clay, dishes out to Divincenzo, catch and shoot three, yes! Warriors 102, Minnesota 99.
I think he won 2, didn't he? He won 2 championships there and another one in Milwaukee. I mean, he's been around winning his whole life. And what I love about Dante is he just fills up the box score. He's not just a shooter or a playmaker or a defender. Like, he's everything. He just brings it every game. Huge energy, great competitive desire, relentless, really fun to coach, Dante.
The Morning Roast is live on YouTube right now. Take it away, Dante.
You know, Steph and Steve Kerr, you just heard from him about Dante Divincenzo. A lot of people have made noise about Gary Payton II and how much the Warriors have missed him or whatnot, and they should have re-signed GP2, but they got GP2 back. Now, you traded James Wiseman, and, you know, we'll see what type of player Wiseman becomes in Detroit or wherever he goes. When we're all pulling for Wiseman, there's no hate there. It just didn't work out with the Golden State Warriors. GP2 hopefully will be back if the Warriors make the playoffs, and he'll be back hopefully by the postseason. But Dante Divincenzo, who has a player option for next season, $4.75 million. He may opt out and he may get $10 million a year. And I hope it's with the Golden State Warriors. He's been perfect. He's been really, really good. And it all started on that road trip, Shasky, where they go 1-5, but his father traveled on the trip. Remember, he hit the 5 threes in the first quarter against Philadelphia. And since then, he's taken off. His last 24 games, he's shooting 44% from 3. He's giving you 11.5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. 2 steals. Very smart basketball. And last night, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Boy, it works out perfectly. The system works for him. He works for the system. He's been a really good pickup for the Golden State Warriors. One of the best pickups in the NBA.
He really has. And I feel like his temperament really fits the team, just in general. Like he seems like he's locked in, but at the same time, he's willing to teach some of the younger guys. And he's always communicating, which I always feel is like an underrated skill that you've got going. Was that Steve Kerr quote? Was that from last night? That was from last night. God, he's like, I didn't watch any of the post game or whatever, but I was thinking the same. The guy's just a winner. He just makes so many small winning plays that go unnoticed. Where he's communicating, he helps over, which stops a driver. The guy has to kick it out. Somebody else might get the steal. He stops ball, and then offensively, how many times does he get the hockey assists?
Yeah, a lot of hockey assists. If we kept that stat, I'm sure there's a stat somewhere where they have that stored. He's been really good. The thing that Divincenzo has killed him early in his career is injuries. He hasn't been able to stay healthy. Even when the Bucks won the championship, he was in a walking boot.
Did you know
he's in a team photo in a walking boot?
Did you know he could shoot this well? Because I didn't.
He was erratic. He's never shot this well before in his career. You look at his overall career, he's been in the 30s. Rookie season, 26.5% from 3. Second year, 33.5% from 3. Then he goes up to 38% his third year with the Milwaukee Bucks. Then he gets back down to 34%. Last year, he split time in Milwaukee and Sacramento. Milwaukee, he was atrocious. 28.5% from the three-point line in Milwaukee. He gets traded to Sacramento. Wow. He shoots 37% from 3 in Sacramento. A lot of people thought, man, maybe the Kings will keep him. Maybe the Kings will think about keeping him. Well, now he's shooting a career-high 41.6% from the three-point line. And it didn't start off well. Early on in the season, I'm thinking, oh, boy, I don't know about DDV. And he was getting blown by Bones Highland the second game of the season against the Denver Nuggets. He got hurt, strained a hamstring. He's come back, and he's been balling, man. Divincenzo, 26 years old, man, playing well. Never shot the 3 this well in his career.
He's just been so much better than I ever anticipated, and it feels like right now I've got way more confidence in him than Jordan Poole. Like, if we're just talking about who's facilitating the offense and late game situations and kind of closing games out, I know you got to have Poole on the floor for a lot of the right now with no Steph because of what his shot can do. But, like, man, just I feel so much more confident in DDV right now.
How many people are down on Poole? Because you look at his overall numbers, and the 33% from 3 is not pretty. It's just shot selection.
How about Clay knocking him off the free throw line the other day and was like, yeah, I'm going to take this, whatever it was, technical free throw shot.
Like,
and I was like, yeah, I want Clay taking this technical free throw shot.
I got this.
Yeah, but wasn't that surprising? This is a guy that led the league in free throw shooting last year.
Yeah, no, it's happened a couple times with Jordan Poole this year where a couple guys have knocked him off that free throw line. 20 points, though, on the season. Now, a lot of people will say maybe it's empty calories.
This is
the one
Poole?
thing. This is Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
Shooting 43% from the floor. Now, where's his impact at? Does he make players around him better? Can he create for others? He can. But is it more in a Russell Westbrook fashion in OKC? Or is it in the fashion of a Steve Nash? You know what I mean?
Well, it's not Steve Nash.
Like, it's not even close to that.
No,
not even
but
close to
there
Chris
are
Paul.
games where he has really nice floor games. It's just they're few and far between.
Right. Friday night was a good floor game.
Yeah.
1 turnover, 8 assists.
Yeah.
Last night, 5 of 20 from the floor, bad shot selection, 1 of 8 from the 3-point line, 4 turnovers. He's got to get right. They need him. But
He didn't
they
slip
need to
as much
figure out-
yesterday.
Yeah, no doubt. But also,
I'm just being real. Like,
no, he slips all the time. But,
like yesterday, he did not slip as much as the game before.
but he's been the one guy who doesn't have a defined role, I would say, on this roster. Like Kuminga knows, he goes in there, he knows what he's supposed to do. Looney has his role. Clay has his role. What is Jordan Poole's role? Is it to score? Is it to facilitate? Right now, they want him to play natural point guard, right?
It does feel like it's been evolving as the season's gone on. Hey, we want you off the bench, instant offense. Then with injuries and things like that, it's like now, no. Now I want you to be the floor general, lead the team, get us into our offensive sets, be smart with the ball, and also provide the scoring. That's a lot to ask.
It's a lot to ask for a fourth-year
Am
player.
I wrong on that?
He's still young. He's still a fourth-year player. Now, I'm not making excuses for him. He does have to be better. And defensively, he's got to be aware. He gets lost on defense way too many times. And that's why.
One pass, and they just go backdoor.
And that's why he doesn't close games.
He shouldn't right now.
Steph closes games. GP2's going to close games. Divincenzo's going to close games. Draymond, Wiggins, Clay. Like, he's not going to close games with the way he plays defense. And you know what? That's fine. Well, how can he help us? Well, he's an instant bucket when he's in his back, when he's taking good shots. 1, 2, 3 dribbles pass. He gets in so much trouble when he over dribbles. And so it's been a really up and down year, but he is 24 years old. So we've kind of anointed him as the next face of the franchise, the guy who's going to take over the throne once Steph Curry retires. Maybe we're a little premature at that. Let the guy grow into who he's going to be. He's still only 24 years old. He's a young player.
Agreed. Face of the franchise is so difficult. Like, it's one thing to be the 2 or the 3 somewhere.
It's unfair.
It's another thing to be the face of a franchise. Like, I don't care what sport it is. Like, you see this in a lot of industries, where somebody is a great number 2 or a number 3 or an assistant or whatever, however you want to phrase it, whatever the title is, and then they become the dude, and it's totally different. Like right now in the league, just take a step back. How many true faces of a franchise are there in the league? Not every team has one.
Not every team has one. Milwaukee has it.
Yes,
Philly has it.
Yes.
Brooklyn did have it. Boston has it. Dallas has it. You know, Miami, is Jimmy Butler the face of the franchise?
Like, as
But
much as I
you
love
look,
Booker,
you know?
right, I love Booker. Before Durant came, is Booker? I'm asking.
Yeah, he's the face of the franchise.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even at this age,
he's a star.
You think
he's a star? Absolutely.
I'm not saying he's not a star. I'm saying also the face.
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
Because it feels like they were kind of up and down this year.
After winning, after going to the NBA Finals and then going to the second round, absolutely.
Okay, all right. I'll take your word on that. Does Sacramento have one?
Yes, De'Aaron Fox.
You think he's that guy already?
He's the face of their franchise.
It's been kind of rocky for him the last couple of years.
But this year he's turned
No
up.
doubt.
He's become an all-star. And he's been projecting up and up and up.
No
He's
doubt.
trended up. So he's the face of the franchise there. You got Dame in Portland.
Yes.
Now the Clippers, who's the face? It's hard to say Kawhi because he's never on the floor.
Like Trae Young is quote unquote a face, and I think he's a terrible leader, and I think he
is a terrible
and
leader.
I think he plays a brand of basketball that's not sustainable nor winning basketball. And then I look at him, not that their style of play is identical, but like I look at him and Poole the same way. A lot of empty calories and inefficiencies. I was hoping he'd clean a lot of that up this year, as he got older. But God, it's just been so inconsistent.
No, he's and again, what is his role?
Well, what would you like his role
Steve
to be?
Kerr, you know what? When the guys get back, Curry, Wiggins, Draymond, when they all get back, I want Steve Kerr to maybe put his arm around Jordan Poole, say, you know what, young man, just go out there and score.
Just go out
be
and
an
score.
assassin.
But right now they don't have that luxury.
Right, that's why I said when Steph, Draymond, and Wiggins get back.
But you might not get that
right now. He's got to be that point guard. He's got to facilitate a little more. He's got to play off ball.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just let Dante Divincenzo facilitate. You let Kuminga handle the ball a little bit coming up the floor, and you let Jordan Poole just go out there and be an assassin. Just go score. So right now he's just overthinking everything, even offensively, when he's going through his bag and going through his moves. He's got to just settle down here. He's got to settle down a little bit. And, that's why early in the season, not to bring it back to Clay, I was just, hey, let's pump the brakes on him starting right now, because that's a weird thing. When you come off the bench and you're averaging 16, 17 points a game, but yet you start, that goes up 10 points per game. There's got to be a happy medium here to where Jordan Poole could be effective whether he starts or comes off the bench. It shouldn't matter. What should matter is he's going to see 25 to 30 minutes, and he's going to have the ball in his hands. And just let him go. Let him go. Just go score. Right now, when the guys get back, go be Monte Ellis.
Yeah. I know.
I'll live with that.
When other guys are on the floor with him, there is like when he relocates, when he passes to someone, he expects that ball right back.
Right.
Immediately.
And there's some lineups yesterday I was watching.
Well, there were some lineups on Friday night that
it drives me. But
early in the game, I was like, "Are we really going to do this against the Rockets?" Was I the only one thinking that?
No, you're not. You're not. Listen, you can't. How can you not with this team? They're 31-30.
I was like, really?
But you look at Jordan Poole, and he's playing next to Anthony Lamb. And there's no knock on Anthony Lamb. It's no knock on Ty Jerome. It's no knock on PBJ. It's no knock on JaMychal Green.
I have no problem with PBJ's.
I got no problem on that.
I want him to play.
One's a rookie. Two are two-way guys. Yeah. And JaMychal Green is kind of lost in the sauce right now. So
what's going on there?
I don't know. He just has.
How many minutes did he play yesterday, JaMychal Green?
Just 12.
And then how many did Lamb play?
Lamb played 24 minutes and 34 seconds.
Man, that signing is not good.
Hasn't gone well.
Like, I don't even, you talk about roles. I still don't even know what the hell his role. He'll be our third center.
Right.
Like,
but just think about that lineup.
No, that's a weird lineup.
With two-way guys.
And they aren't
a rookie and PBJ and JaMychal Green. So that's a lot on Jordan Poole's shoulders to try to manufacture offense. And then it leads to a 5 of 20. And then you have 10 eyes on you on defense saying, okay, Jordan Poole's their one guy. He's their playmaker.
Yeah.
He's the NBA champ. Let's go get him. That's tough. And it's been a lot of lineups like that for JP. So I got faith in JP. Look, he's a little inconsistent right now in his fourth year offensively and with the shot selection. But you know what? He'll be fine. I think right with him. Honestly, I think he's going to bounce back in a major way tomorrow night against the Portland Trailblazers.
Is his ankle or foot or whatever, is that okay?
Yeah, he finished the game.
I know, but I was worried. Was there any update in postgame?
Nah, I felt like he was good.
Because that scared the crud out of me.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Well, I mean, this team is down a million guys. They can't go down another. They're going to end up shooting 6 guys like my St. Brendan's team. I mean, geez Louise.
I mean, it is.
It's tough.
Boy, Guy Santos may be coming up from Santa Cruz with the way the team's dropping, right?
What were they calling him? The Brazilian Luca?
Oh,
what was his?
He did drop 41 in the G League.
Yeah, but what was his nickname? Was it the Brazilian Luca?
I don't know, but he did drop 41 for Santa Cruz the other day. Santa Cruz.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. What was that sound?
That was the boardwalk.
It's the boardwalk, Santa Cruz.
Going on down to have some fun.
Would you bring a can of Coke and get 50 cents off or something like that?
That was the best.
Never took advantage of that.
The boardwalk is actually a lot more fun than people give it credit for. It's aged, but I have a good time.
It's a perfect date place, too. If you're trying to just meet someone, you get a good feel for them, whether they like the boardwalk or not. You got the beach there, you got the games, you got mini golf, you got the arcade. Come on.
I need to make a trip down to Santa Cruz.
That's a good call.
I used to go down there a lot when I was working at, I was a junior director in the Park and Rec system here in San Francisco.
Oh, really?
Richmond
Were
Playground.
You a junior director?
Yeah, absolutely.
What park?
Richmond Playground.
Really?
Right down the street from Argonne.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to
Teaching
take
tennis?
the kids, basketball, tennis. We played a lot of Trouble and Sorry.
Nice.
All of it, man.